Hi everybody, welcome in. This is Jackie and today is January 16th. So the reading that I'm doing today is a mediumship, and for the past little while I've kind of felt that spirit has been around and there's a message that needs to be brought to someone. So this reading is for no particular sign or no particular person. I feel here if you listen to this reading you'll know if it's meant for you. So let's get started here. I'm going to do this as if you were sitting right here with me. And we're going to start off this reading with 5 rows, and we'll see what the message is as we go through the reading. So I'll start off here with messages from Spirit. And I'll use this deck probably for the first 3 or 4 rows. So our first card here is self-sabotage, freedom, an arrow, and then here we have believe and succeed. That would be like the 6 of Wands in regular tarot. So let's get started here. And usually this top row talks about the person that is coming through. It kind of gives me a little bit of information about them and possibly how they passed. So let's get started here and see what the message is. So with the first card here, we have self-sabotage. And this says, when you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So I'm kind of feeling here that maybe this person was self-sabotaging, themselves, maybe in a business or something else that was going on in their life. It's like when everything seemed to be going really well, then they would do something and it would just kind of derail everything here. So this is a yellow card, and to me the yellow is the solar plexus. And with the solar plexus, that's where you kind of feel emotion in your stomach. So like if you've got decisions to make and say your first decision kind of makes you feel like a little sick to your stomach, it's not your right decision. You check your second choice and that makes you feel good, makes you feel happy, your stomach feels good, chances are that's the right decision for you. So this very well could be talking about some situation or whatever that this person was in that, it's kind of like they were scared of success. They knew, when things were starting to go good, that there's going to be something bad happening. So that's when they would kind of let things derail. With the next card here, we have freedom. And it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Well, to me, these cards go hand in hand. They have definitely power to make their own happiness, and it's like when they started to get happy, okay, well, something must be wrong. So to me, those two cards are really working together here. A lot of energy of, if I'm happy, things aren't right. If things are rough and hard and I'm full of pain and anxiety, well, then everything must be going right. So, yeah, just kind of like an inner conflict here that I'm feeling with this person. With the next card here, we've got arrow, and it says surround yourself with protective energy. And see the arrow, like it's a complete arrow. It's pointing to your true north. This talks about being true to yourself, true communication, being authentic. Surround yourself with protective energy. I'm feeling here that there was more than likely some kind of shift, some kind of tower moment, if I could say that. That's changed this person's mind. Okay, so then we come to believe and succeed. And as I said before, this would be like the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands is talking about victory. It's talking about recognition for something you've done. It could be talking about your reputation as well. So I'm feeling that there was some kind of happening here. It's like things got going really well, and this person forgot to do the self-sabotage, and before they knew it, they were succeeding in whatever it was that, was their goals. So let's pull some tarot and see if we can add to that a little bit. So with the tarot here, we have Two of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. With these three cards here, it kind of looks like there was possibly something to do with a relationship that they had with someone. If things were, going well, then they just seem to, be really hard and heavy on themselves. Like, oh, you must be doing something wrong, or, we're just waiting for the last shoe to drop kind of thing. But it's almost like this this person possibly that they were married to or living with or had, this connection with. It's like that person taught them, be spontaneous. It's this time, that you should be enjoying life. Yes, you may have heavy responsibilities, but you don't have to be over dramatic with it. Take the time out and enjoy things. Be spontaneous. And I see the spontaneity here with the King of Wands. So, yeah, a real strong energy towards that here. So it's like someone has come in and changed this person's mind and said, life is for enjoying. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, so let's pull some cards here for the second row. And this row is about looking back on that person's life. And we had one card jump out. And so here we have self-love. So this is your sacral chakra that this one here is talking about. It's kind of that reddish orange color, so it could be talking about your base chakra here too, talking about your grounding and being very comfortable with yourself. Really working towards something that you have a passion about, something you could be starting a business or, higher education, something, whatever it is that you have a passion about. This is, you've got to feel comfortable with yourself so that, you can really put yourself out there and have a lot of self-confidence. So let's pull another card. And here we have surrender. So with this card, the colors are quite similar here in these two cards. This, it talks about releasing control. This is telling you that you don't need to control everything that goes on. There are some things that the universe needs to work out. And the universe needs to, they have a job to do, and they need to be able to make things happen for you. And if you are the one that is, trying to be in control, that kind of takes in that self-sabotage, right? So sometimes there's a need to just kind of let things go and let the universe work its magic. With the next card here, we've got drum, and this talks about dream and journey. What I'm feeling here is this person may have had, big dreams, and they wanted some greatness to happen in their life, and they didn't really realize that until they started being, true and authentic to themselves. And that's really coming out here in this first row, talking about this relationship and the change that happened to them once they started being a little more spontaneous and enjoying things in their life. So let's pull another card. And here we have sacral chakra. So there you go. You get two cards here that's showing the sacral chakra. That's talking about passion, energy, Talks about sexual energy here as well. So whatever it is that you have this drive for, this want or desire, whether it be business, love, money, desire to have the best job that you could ever imagine. This is that energy that this person has learned that they had to put into this area. So that's looking good. It's looking good. So let's pull some tarot and see where this goes. So here we have Page of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Sun. Yeah, what I'm feeling here is there was something new that was coming in. It's like when they finally realized that they didn't have to be in control of every little situation that went on, that things really started to make a turn for the better here. So there was something new coming in their pentacle area, which is, your material world, something business-wise, a new job opportunity, something like this. And then we have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords, I feel that this is a very matter-of-fact conversation that this person has had with someone. It could be that they became partners in business, or there's, I kind of get the sensation here that there's travel involved. But whatever the scenario was here, I'm feeling that everything just seemed to turn for the better, because we have the Sun card here. This is where everything is more plentiful. There is abundance, happiness, success. So it's almost like someone has the opportunity to take over a business for somebody. It could have been like an inheritance or something like this. And it's like once they finally learned how to, put themselves in the right frame of mind, then things really started to take off for the business. So I'll just set these cards aside here. And the next row is talking about a lesson that they would like to share. And our first card here is Memories. And we have Failure. This is Intend and Create. And a card jumped out. This one is Healing. So again, in this row, this is a lesson that they would like to share to you. So our first card is Memories, and this is also a yellow card again. So the yellow card deals with the solar plexus. This is with, your stomach area, your emotions, how you feel. And it says, your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. So what I get here is this person is telling you that you're more than likely thinking of them more than you have been. You just may notice, maybe watching TV, there's someone that comes on and reminds you of them, or, you have a necklace of theirs or something. But what I'm getting here is they're telling you that, you're starting to think of them more and more lately. And it's because they have a message for you. They need you to open up your heart, open up your mind, be willing and aware to the messages that they're bringing forward. With the next card here, this is Failure, and it says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And yeah, like we may plan to fail, or we don't plan to fail, but we fail to plan at some point. So this is talking about, make your checklist, do everything that you need to do. If things still don't happen the way that you've been wanting or hoping them to, this is a learning lesson. This is where you have to tweak your thoughts. Okay, so failure. This could be talking about any area. It could be talking about business. Could be talking about failure to actually be your true and authentic self. Because you're seeing the issue that this person had here. When they were here on Earth, they really did a lot of self-sabotage, and that was really making their business fail. Once they learned how to be true to themselves, take responsibility, but then having the need to let some things go, to loosen some of the control, then that failure lessened and lessened all the time. That they really succeeded in what it was that they were working at. With the next card here, we've got the High Priest, and this is intend and create. So this talks about, what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to happen. You have to, again, this checklist, you got to make sure that you're doing everything as best to your ability as you can, as well as putting the energy out there, more or less that this has already happened. So that you've got the right energy. When it actually does come upon you, then you know how to work with it. So it's almost that sense of fake it till you make it, but not quite to that extreme. Knowing what it is that you want, and then acting as if you already have it. So that that really lovely creative energy is out there, and all you have to do is just reach out and grab it. With the next card here, we have Heal. And in the tarot, this would be a tower. So with that card, this talks about big changes. Could be talking about surprises. It can also be talking about some type of transformation, going from your negative to your positive. And with this card, the heart chakra here is glowing quite bright. So what I'm getting here is that there's something to do with emotions. There is a lot of love. So again, this very well could have been a business, and this person is has passed this on to the next generation or something, and everything they did through the eyes of love. So this could be something that is very emotional for some of you to hear this. So let's pull some tarot and see where we go. And here we have the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the King of Wands. So this is energy where you look inside yourself. This is this talks about your grounding here as well. So the message that or the lesson that they want to share is that be true to yourself, know yourself. With the Hierophant, this talks about education. It also looks into your spirituality. It talks about releasing control where you need to. If there's something that you can't deal with, you have to release some control over that. Let spirit work with that, and then work with that as it goes on. So that looks really good. With the King of Wands here, the King of Wands is it's a fiery energy. So what I get here is take some time out for yourself. Get it straight in your mind what it is that you want to accomplish, and then act like you already have this, in your hands already. And then you're going to have the fire and the passion once you see that things are really starting to take shape here. So things are really going to start moving very quickly and in the direction that you want. So that's very nice. Okay, so we'll start on our fourth row here, and this talks about something that they wish that they had paid more attention to. So we'll pull our cards here, see what comes up. Something that they wish that they had paid more attention to. Strength. And that's more of that red-orange color there. So what I feel with that is, it's a lot of that grounding. It's a lot of, their inspiration. And here we have peace. And a third card. Something that we wish that we had paid more attention to. That is great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. And we just had that in the row before. That there was more spirituality needed. It was a time of surrender that this person had to go through. And the last card is finding balance. So definitely, this row here is really talking about, they wish that they had paid more attention to balance in their life, how they feel, how they acted, the energy that they gave off, the energy that they brought in. So with our first card here again, we're talking about strength. And I said this was kind of a red-orange color, so we're talking about your grounding, talking about your sacral chakra. So this is your passion, your energies. This is talking about being true and authentic to yourself. So with this card, it says, strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you. So what they're saying here is, they've always had this strength, and they wish that they had paid more attention to that and worked with that. And the sooner they had worked with that, maybe things would have turned out, a little bit differently for them. With the next card here, we have peace, and it says, I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So in the first section of cards here, this was talking about self-sabotage. So this person, later on in life finally figured out that, having peace of mind, peace in your heart and your soul, that's what this sense of surrender was talking about. And it's not that they found it out too late, but they found it out later in life, and then they finally realized, why couldn't I have done this sooner? But that's that learning lesson that we were talking about in a couple rows before. So here we have the card Great Teacher, and this says learn from spiritual experiences. So this is where you've had those learning lessons and releasing control. This is like another card of surrender. Pay attention to the messages that Spirit's trying to bring forward to you here, so that you're not having a hard time making choices or decisions. With the next card, we have find balance, and this would be like the Two of Pentacles in a regular tarot deck. This is like doing so much and not having enough time for anything. Well, this is where you need to find balance. This is what I get here is this person probably spent so much time worrying and wondering that they were really missing out on a lot of family time here. Spending a lot of time at work, spending a lot of time, making money, trying to make things work out, and less time on family matters. So what I'm getting is, this is something that they wish they had definitely paid more attention to here. Paying attention to their balance. So let's pull some tarot and see what comes up for this. We have Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups. So with the Wheel of Fortune, this talks about divine timing. This is like, things are going to work out, but it's all in divine order. This is where, you can't push things. You can't have control of this situation. You can do what you can, yes, but you can't push it. You can't make things happen sooner than they're supposed to. With the Knight of Pentacles, this talks about safe, stable energy. It's a very slow-moving energy. It's going to happen. And with the Eight of Cups, I feel this is a walking away of negativity, a walking away from your negativity, okay? So this person finally came to the realization that they really had to put, spirit first in their life. Trust in spirit. Have that sense of surrender. The things that they can't control, it's time to surrender that. Um, Getting the sensation here that business did turn out very well for this person after they were able to release some of that control, bring some peace to their mind. There was a lot of creativity, a lot of strength, a lot of lessons learned within this person. And it's like once they could walk away from, all the negativity, that's when things really started to pick up for them. So that is, something that they wish that they had paid more attention to. And I'm kind of getting the sensation again, like maybe they wish that they had learned this sooner. But again, everything is a learning lesson, and it's all up to divine timing when things happen. All right, so let's start on our last row, and this is talking about a message that they would like to give to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set these cards aside here, just to give myself a little bit of room. And I'll be using the different decks here. But I will pull some tarot at the end of this just to see if we can clarify a little bit. So, a message that they would like to give to you. And this card says, be open to love. So really, that's talking about the same thing that we've just been talking about here. As soon as, this person realized that they had to be a little more open, a little more honest with themselves, be open to, not having to, hold on to control of every little thing in their life. Give it to spirit there a little bit. What I'm getting is that they're telling you the same thing, that it's time for you to be open to love so that, things are going to get better. Let's pull a card here from Talking to Heaven and see what messages they're bringing to you. And this one is, I had to leave that way. So there was a card here, and it mentions something about, you've been in your memories lately. You've probably been thinking about this person. And they're trying to let you know, I had to leave that way. There was a reason why I had to go that way. So, don't have any feelings of guilt or upset. I realize that it's, kind of hard to deal with. But they're kind of telling you here, it's kind of, it's like a feeling of where you've got to surrender here a little bit as well. It's time to open up your heart, open up your mind, and, let a little more happiness in. So let's pull some cards here from messages from your guides. And calm is not a weakness. So with this card, what I'm feeling is, they're trying to tell you, like, don't be so, be like up and down all the time. Have more of a sense of calm, a sense of humble. A sense of relaxation. It's time to, again, you're looking after yourself more. Don't be so much in control of what's happening. So have more of a sense of calm in dealing with your situations and in a sense of love here for sure. So we'll pull some tarot and see what the tarot bring out for us. Hanged Man, Four of Swords, and Justice. So this is, stop feeling like you have to sacrifice something to get what it is that you need in life. Look at things through, a different perspective. Look at things through the eyes of someone else. Four of Swords, this talks about healing, taking care of yourself, kind of getting your thoughts back in order. Justice is karma. Justice is things being put in balance. What has been wronged will be, put to rights. So I hope this reading, has some clarity for someone here. I hope you can resonate with that. And I want you guys to have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.